for us today, what should we do? We're Muslims, and we're going to go now to the one who created this earth, the one who created the whole universe. And we're going to forget even about WWW. We're going to go to something even bigger. We're going to go to the one who created all of it. Alif, Lam, Lam, Ha. We're going to go to the Arabic language. We're going to see what did Allah say about this subject. And so once and for all, the Muslims can find some peace and resolution in knowing what the creator of all of this said in the Revelation 1400 years ago. It tells us it's in Surah Baqarah. And some of you already know exactly what I'm going to turn to. This is a translation of what it says in verse number 177. Verse 177 in Surah Baqarah, chapter 2. 177. First word in Arabic is laysa. That means it isn't. The second word is al-bir. You know what's al-bir? Righteousness. Now we'll look to the English and see what the translator gives us some idea. It's not al-bir. It's not righteousness. That you turn your faces to the east or to the west. But righteousness is the one who believes in Almighty God. They believe in the last day, which is Yom Al. They believe in the angels. They believe in the books. They believe in the prophets. And then, okay, this is talking about what you believe. Then it tells you what you have to do about it. And give your wealth in spite of how much you love it. To the kinsfolk, to the yatim, we were talking about the orphans today, and this is definitely right here, to give it to the orphans, and to the masakin, to the impoverished people, and to the traveler, the wayfarer, and to any who ask you, and if you find slaves, you set them free. Freeing slaves. By the way, this is the opposite of what many people accuse Islam, saying, oh, you guys make people slaves. If this is the case, why it's telling me if I want to have righteousness, that I free slaves, not enslave. Then it continues and perform a salah. Salah, one of the meanings of this word salah in Arabic is connect. So definitely, Islam is offering us a chance to have a direct connect. By the way, and your minutes won't run out on you, inshallah. Direct connect with Almighty God. Perform your ritualistic prayer, the salah. Pay the zakah. Purify your wealth by giving some of it to the poor, the zakah. And you fulfill your covenant when you make it. You make any kind of trust or promise, agreements, you fulfill it. And be patient in extreme poverty. There's a warning for you. You're going to wind up in poverty sometime or another, probably in your life. Get ready for it. Be patient. And in ailment or diseases, and at the time of fighting and battles. And these are the people of the truth, and they are the real what? Muttaqeen. And it means they have taqwa. The muttaqeen. And you hear Arabs, you know, when they shout at somebody who's made some big mistake, they say, Ya akhi, taqallah. And they're saying to have this taqwa for Allah. So, it's a large verse, by the way. If you want to memorize it in Arabic, it's a good thing, but be sure you get the meaning with it too. This is telling us how to get taqwa. Now, did you hear in English the word guide in there? No. And if you read it in Arabic, you'll also find the word hidayah is not there. But guess what? It is pointing you in the direction of what you want. Now you looked at a verse that talked about east and west. And even though it said it's not turning your face to east or west, that's going to give you righteousness, which is al-bir, and ended with the people of the muttaqun, which is taqwa. Watch this. I'm going to take you now to the very beginning of the same chapter. Which chapter? Baqarah? Chapter 2. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك كتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين. I don't need to read any more. That's the same word. Muttaqin. Is that the same word? Same word. The connection is there. This is your connection. You want to be very clear about the subject, because I'm going to take you back a little bit further to the very first chapter of the Quran. You never found anybody go backward to the Quran, did you? Look this way, I'm going backwards. That's because I learned to read in English, we turn pages the other way. No, seriously. The key, the dua, the prayer that you ask for in Fatiha is only one thing. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Ihdi is from Huda or Hidayah. We're saying guide us. Guide us. Ihdi. Huda. Huda. I need Huda. All of us, we need Huda. Yeah? Guidance. Now, as soon as you turn the page, you're going to find it. You ask for it, here it comes. Alif Lam Mim. Dalikul Kitabu La Rayb Fihi Huda. Huda, guidance. Al-Mustaq. Huda, the Muttaqin. The Muttaqin, this is the word we're looking for. Now, understand that this is explaining two things. This book is not what Allah said. He said, Dalik. That book with Allah. This book could represent it, but it doesn't say Hadda. It doesn't say this, it says Dalik. So be sure that in case somebody wants to try to write their own thing in here, they can't, because it's with Allah. Anyway, we'll come back to this. It said, that book, whereof there's no doubt, it's a guidance to the people who have a taqwa. Muttaqi, a taqwa. What is taqwa? Who knows what is real taqwa? Well, you can take the meaning in our deen, which is pious, righteous people, fearing Allah much, staying away from all kinds of sin and evil deeds. They love Allah, they perform all kinds of good deeds which He's ordered them to do, but none of that is from the etymology of the word. The etymology of the word taqwa means to put hijab between you and something. That's what it means. To put a barrier between you, a partition between yourself and Almighty Allah. Now, how in the world I'm going to do that? Allah can see me wherever I'm at, and He can hear me wherever I'm at, so it's impossible, isn't it? Yes, it's impossible. But it doesn't mean between you and Allah, it's really meaning between you and Allah's adab and His adab. Between you and the anger from Allah and the punishment of